Hello fellow Sudokans and welcome to Zen and the Art of the Guardian Sudoku puzzle. It's Sunday the 16th of March 2025. I hope you are keeping well. This is a bit of a test run for me. I've just updated my Apple Mac operating system. It's updated one big step and two minor steps, if you know what I mean. And I haven't had a chance to test out all of the software yet. That I have make sure everything is running okay, but this will be my test of the screensaver and whether or not the screen recorder is going to crash as it has been crashing before I updated this recently, occasionally anyway. What's going on in the world? If Donald Trump were really a patriot, the last thing he would do would be to cancel Voice of America, because that's the organization that has pushed America for decades. Pushed American points of view, pushed America, throughout the world as being not in a propagandist, yes, in a propagandist way, pushing the American form of democracy or its American ideas throughout the world. But of course, because it does or has historically tried to promote democracy, and Trump is a fascist, he has decided to cut the Voice of America, and that will be bad news for those people in countries that have found that a reliable source of news, even though it has propaganda, but it's akin to the BBC, although not as good as the BBC. I find, and the BBC is not perfect, a long way from perfect, believe me. But in the pecking order, I would put BBC above VOA. But VOA certainly is reputable and has served the purpose over the years. But of course, now America is going against democracy and doing everything it can to dismantle democracy and follow Putin's plan. The VOA has gone. I'm just wondering, there could be a silver lining, and that might be that Carrie Lake might have lost her job. Remember Carrie Lake? I've forgotten what area she was in now, but she was the one who Trump. She was like Trump in heels. She was described as. She was always complaining that she lost because of fraud, which was nonsense. Proved over and over again that she lost because she got fewer votes. And anyway, she was just recently appointed as head of the VOA, so maybe if it's gone now, she will have lost her job. And as far as I know, she doesn't have a seat, so maybe she'll be unemployed. But of course, these people are never unemployed for long. They just go to lobbying companies and grab a job there, unfortunately for the rest of the world. Alright, shall we get on with our game of Sudoku? This is the Los Angeles Times expert level puzzle. The first thing I noticed might not amount to anything, but it might, I don't know. I noticed the 2 and the 9 blocking up there, so I can say that we've got a pair of 2 and 9 in those squares there, and therefore this is not 2 or 9, it's got to be 4 and 8. So is that going to give me, yes it is, because 4 blocking down here, 4 blocking down here, and 4 across there and there will give me a 4 in that square. How about the 8s? Does that amount to anything much? Yes, 8s have to be in one of these 2 squares, right? Because we've got 8 blocking across here and down here, so 8 blocking across, up and down. So we can also say there's an 8 in that square. And also 8 and 9 across here. Now the 8 in that square there and the 9 here means we have a pair of 8 and 9 in those squares. Now does that mean anything? Well, it means we have a pair of 9s over there. Can we anything else? We also have 9s there, 9s anywhere there. Okay, and the 8, no, not really in that row. Okay, we've got 8 and 9 here, so what else do we know? 7 blocks down here, so that means 7 is in, and 2. 7 and 2, so this is 8 and 9, this has to be 7 and 2. Right, let's investigate. We've got 2s in those squares. Or will it help? If it does, I don't know how. Oh, hang on a minute. We've definitely got 2 in one of those squares up there now then. We've got 2 here like this. The reason being we've got 2 blocking here and 2 blocking there, right? So neither of these squares can be 2, so it must be in one of those 3 up there. This 2 here, I don't really know. Okay. How about the 7s in those squares now? So 7 there. Not particularly. Okay, but anyway, we can work out what goes here, because this was 8 and 9, and this is 2 and 7. So this has to be 3, 5, 6, I believe. And we've got 3s across there, which we could have got anyway, actually. Just started in that way, we could have done. 5 and 6 are in these squares now. That puts 5s down here. And 6 is, okay, 6 blocking down here, 6 in one of those squares blocking down, 6 across there. That has to be a 6. 6 this way, 6 that way, that's a 6. There, 6 up there, 6 down there. Oh no. Yes, no. No, not good enough. Not good enough. It's not good enough. I was getting a bit carried away there, getting excited over nothing. Actually, we can do better on the 5s. I said 5 in one of those squares blocking down here, right? 5 blocking across here, but also 5 is in one of these squares, so that can't be 5. We can get 5 there. And over here we're looking for 3, 7, 9. We've got a 3 and a 7, done by the 9. These squares then are not 3, 7 or 9. They must be 1, 2, 8. So we know we've got at least 2 and 8 up there. 8 obviously there. How did we begin? Wasn't it? Did I say 2 and 9 up there? Yes, 2 and 9 in those squares. That's right. Yeah. Alright, let's go around the clock then. See, rock around the clock. Let's see what we can find. We can find 1s blocking down here and giving me a 1 there, and then 1 across here and across there, meaning that's 1. Okay, 4 across here, across there. Four blocking this square, this square, this square, this square, and this square. So in this row, there's our 4. Down here we've got 8 across and 8 down, so 8 in that square. We must be able to get this, mustn't we? Which of these numbers is not like the other? 2. There we go. Across there. Okay, 1 across here, so 1 in one of these 3 squares blocking across, and 1 up here, and there's a digit 1. Oh, we can get this because oh no, we can't. No. I know what goes in these 2 squares, but this is, I think, was 5 and 8, wasn't it? Is that right? I'm not sure. Oh no, that was 8 and, okay, let's do it again. 2 and 9 blocking up there. That's 2 and 9. This is 4 and 8. This was 5 and 6. I do see it now. 5 and 6. So that's a 5 or 6 in that square there. And this is 7 and 2, I think. Well, I'm not quite sure, but I'll check it up later. But anyway, it's not going to give me the number anyway. I think I've got a pair here, but I can't quite remember what it is. So 2s in those squares before. What do we know about 5? 6. No, I must have been dreaming. Okay, so I've got to this. So this was 5 and 6. We have... I've got to do this again now. Let me see, what did I say? 7's across there. So 7 is in those squares there. Wasn't this 7 and 2? I can't remember how I worked this out. 9 over there. 5, 6, 7, 8 up there. Okay, so this is 8 and 9. So this is 7 and 2, yes. So this can't be 2, and 2 blocks up there. So 2 must be in that square there. I knew something there. I couldn't quite grab it. I've got it now. And so that leaves me with a pair of 2s in those squares. And I think we've got 1s up there as well, haven't we? 1 blocking like this. So that's a pair of 1 and 2. You can see 1, 2 here, or 1, 2 there. So we've got 1 and 2 in those squares. So what we're left with here can't be 1 or 2. Must be 5, 6, 7. So 7 across there. There's a 7. And 5 and 6 in those squares. 6 blocking down. There's the 6. And there's the 5. 5 down here. 5 across there. That must be a 5. 5 up, up and away. There's a 5. Super 5. 5 across there. 5 across there. Super fly maybe. 5 in that square, 5 blocking down here, there's a 5. 5 this way, these two squares were 5 and 6, so that's the 5 and that's the 6. Finished digit 5 now as well, 6 also blocking across here, giving us 6 in that square, 6 going up and across there. That means that is a 6 and that's the last digit, 6. Missing number here is 9. And okay, that was a nice little flurry there. We've got 4 blocking up here and up here. That means that's a 4 there. Back down here to get a 9 in that square there. Missing digits here are what, 3 and 7. Any help on 3 or 7? No, not yet. Okay, let's see what we still need. Ones. Can we get ones? We've got 1 blocking up here, 1 across there, so there's a 1. Can't finish the ones off. How about digit 2? Three. Well, 3 across blocking this square here, and we need 3 in this column, so it must be there. We'll come up and get the last digit up here as well, which I think is a 7. And I certainly see the 7 blocking down, giving us 7 there, and this will be 9. 9 going up to the top gives us 9 in that square there. Right, still 5 and 6 that we've got finished. But now I can see 7 across here, 7 across here, and 7 in one of these empty squares blocking up, so that would be a 7. Let's go back to the 1s. No, let's go on to the 2s. Not quite. How about the 3s? 3 is in one of these empty squares blocking up, 3 across there, so that would be a 3, 3 this way, 3 that way. There's a 3. 8 blocks across here, there's our 8, and the missing number here is 2. 2 across here and 2 up there gives us 2 in that square, 9 blocking up here puts 9 into this square. 9 this way, 9 that way, there's a 9. And 9 across here and 9 down there. Finishes digit 9. 2 blocks across here, giving us 2 in that square. Missing number here, 1. 1 blocking down here, that should be the last one. That is indeed the last one. Here's a 2. 2 across here and 2 down there. So finished digits are now 1, 2, 5, 6 and 9. Here we are looking for 8, I think, and this will be a 7. 7 down here, there's a 7. 7 across there, there's a 7. This will be a 3. 3 across there, giving us 3. This will be an 8. And we've got 8 blocking across there, so there's our 8. And the top right will give us the last digit, which will be a 4, and that's our Los Angeles expert level puzzle on my snappy new Mac. Well, it's the same old Mac, but new system update, and we got through it without crashing. All I hope now is that the editing software will work okay, and the YouTube thing will work okay as well. That's it. Take care. Bye bye.